Now let us see strings. Strings are generally used for storing multiple characters at the same time. String is a derived data type in Java, not primitive, and it is different for different programming languages, and Java has string inbuilt for it. If you use string in our program, let's say string, remember that S is capital, string name is equals to, and strings are represented in double quotations, James. If in this, we can say that name, let's run this program, your name is James. Strings are essentially used for storing multiple values or in general just multiple characters. We have seen that character can only store one letter and it is not very useful in the real world scenario. So we can use strings to store multiple characters and use them for our real case scenarios. There are many functions within the string. If you see we already have name, all we need to do is name dot. We can see that there are many like equals, length, split, character add. These are all programs that we can use within string. Let's see the common ones that we will use with string. We know that we have a name. Let's say integer length is equals to name dot length. We print this. Let's see the length is plus length. To run this program, we'll see that the length is 5. This is the length of the string itself. We'll see that there are 5 characters S, E, M, A, and J. These are the 5 characters, and this is the length of the string. Now let's take a different string. Say name 2. Let's take it as Smith. Now let's use the equals to operator. Let's say name dot equals name2. Let's check this now. We say that it is false because the characters do not match. If we try the different one, James, let's check this. It shows true because two of the strings are the same. It just tells us that these two strings are equal. Equals can be used instead of the double equal to operator in strings, which makes it easier for programs. And it is easier to write programs with the equals operator. Another function that we'll generally use for strings is character at. Let's see name dot character at. Here we can say 3. This is the index of that string, which means 0, 1, 2, and 3. The index defines the value that we are trying to search. Let's say we are trying to search from 0 to 1 and 2 and 3. Each and every letter has its own index, and from that we are trying to get a specific character. The character add defines the character at the index 3. Let's run this program. We'll see E. And remember that every index starts from 0. So 0, 1, 2, and 3. What is the third one? E. We can see that E has been printed out. Now let's see string sub name is equals to name dot substring from 0 to let's say 2. Now if we print this substring sub name, let's say string sub name is equals to name dot substring. The substring is the method. We have given the beginning index and the ending index, meaning 3 letters 0, 1, 2. Now if you run this program, we'll see JA. The ending index is 2. Do you understand this? So we have seen that 2 characters have been printed until the end index, and you should remember the end index is exclusive. What it means is the second value will not be printed, which is M. It is exclusive, so the end index M will not be printed. Rather, it will print up to 0 and 1. If we use 3, we'll see JAM. If you want 3 values, you should use the bigger value. Other function we will be using is the name dot lowercase. Let's say string L name. So lowercase name. We'll take name dot lowercase, two lowercase. And if we print this, we'll see L name. And if you run the program, we'll see that all the letters are now in lowercase. If you do the same, we can also use another function called uppercase. Let's use uppercase now. To uppercase, we'll see that it's all James. And another one of the common functions that I've generally used be replace function. Let's say James Smith is the full name. We know that the name has a space in it. Whenever we are working with strings, we should remember that we don't want spaces in our name. So to do that, we can take a new string s name is equals to name dot replace. Let's say replace all. We'll replace the space with no spaces, which means this is the what we're trying to remove and this is what we're trying to add. Let's use the semicolon and let's check this now. So if we run the program, we'll see that we have a space here, but after we have replaced the space is gone. This function can commonly be used for writing programs like palindromes and other stuff. So these are the common string functions that we'll be using in Java. See you in the next one.